Welcome to Blended Healing. We are now wrapping up the third eye season. I know I said that yesterday, but today is the power wrap-up. We have learned so much about the third eye, the expectation, how to clear it, how to utilize it, how to not take advantage of it. And we're going to learn a little bit more. So today, I want you to lean into the power wrap-up of the season of the third eye. You know, there's power in the pause. You want to know how the third eye flexes, really flexes? It's not in how fast you move, it's in how you pause, how you breathe when everybody else is reacting, how you let the moment pass through your system before you touch it with words, money, or movement. That's power. That's grown intuition. That's clarity without chaos. Most people out here jumping like their spirit on a timer, rushing decisions, responding to texts that they don't deserve their time, saying yes out of guilt, saying no out of fear. But this season, this one right here, it teaches you to wait long enough to hear the truth underneath the noise. Yeah. You don't need to respond the second something buzzes. Let it marinate. Let your system catch up. That pause, that's discernment taking the wheel. Sometimes the third eye don't say go. Sometimes it says not yet. Sometimes it says sit your ass down and listen better. Sometimes it says hold that ideal until your energy clean enough to carry it right. If you're still addicted to rushing, you'll miss what was meant to land soft. You'll fumble divine timing trying to prove that you're ready. The pause is your power move. It's where you catch the scam before it costs you, where you feel the manipulation before it finishes its sentence, where you hear your soul louder than the noise of the world. That little delay, that's where the spirit lives. It's not an empty space. It's where you decide whether this is intuition or impulse. It's just your path or a trap dressed up in spiritual glitter. And if you keep it even more real, the pause will show you who's comfortable with your power. People who can't stand your silence, demand you to hurry up and choose and jump and fix and respond and perform. They're not aligned. They want your rush, not your truth. Access, not understanding. And when you start pushing your pause with intention, you start clocking how many people only like you when you're easy to predict or control. So pause, fam, breathe. Double check that contract. Sit with that DM. Sleep on that opportunity. Let your body weigh in before your ego signs on the dotted line. You ain't slow. You're sacred. Not indecisive. You're informed. You're not stalling. You're strategic. If they can't respect the pause, and they don't deserve the power that comes after it. Ashe, ashe. I'm going to reiterate this again. Clean channels catch clearer messages. Energy is like a radio frequency. Your third eye, that's the receiver. If your line is full of static, junk food, chaos, triggers, recycled drama, people who love confusion, don't expect to catch clean messages. You're going to get fuzz. You're going to misread signs. You're going to start doubting your gut because now your inner line sound like traffic and not truth. A clean channel isn't about being perfect. It's about maintenance. You clear your space, your breath, and your intentions. You detox your circle, cut ties with people who pretend to love you but stay throwing you off. Stop letting everybody get a front row seat to your mind because they smile nice at you. You don't owe everybody access, especially not when your inner clarity is on the line. You can't hear clearly when you're in overdrive 24/7, scrolling nonstop, fake connections that drain you, skipping sleep, chasing validation and calling that grind. You can't pour concrete plans when your spiritual GPS is jammed with codependency and survival mode. Your third eye be trying to drop truth, but you can't tell if it's a download or the echo of your trauma yelling again. That's why silence matters. That's why you pull back. The season of seeing requires seasons of stillness, so you can feel the difference between a yes and a no, between your higher self and your hustle addiction, being led and not being reactionary. You want to know how to clean your channel? Watch how your body responds after you make a move. Do you feel lighter, grounded, steady? Or you back in the loop, anxious, second-guessing, spiritual, itchy? Your body will tell you what the eye couldn't catch when your line got crossed. It's time for you to cleanse, unfollow, unplug, log out. Tell people, I'm unavailable for chaos today. Burn the herbs. Anoint your brow. Sit in the quiet long enough to remember what your spirit actually sounds like. Because when your channel is clean, the message don't whisper, it rings. Ashe, I got a little funny for you that I can play for you right now, because this is where I need your head to be. You feel me? This is where I need you to be today.
You have dialed has reached their people limit for the day. Please hang up and try back tomorrow. Again, thanks for calling. The person you have dialed has reached their people limit for the day. Please hang up and try back tomorrow. Again, thanks for calling. The person you have dialed has reached their people limit for the day. Please hang up and try back tomorrow.
That's your brain and your third eye energy telling you stop answering people when you need to get your life in order and clear your channel. The person you have dialed has reached their people limit for the day and taking off in order to replenish themselves. Ashe? All right. I'll be right back after these messages.
Body butter, shade, sage, washing off yesterday's weight. Spell in the scene, peace in the flame. I call my power, speak my name. Rose quartz on my windowsill, lavender mist when I need to chill. Aura bright, no fake shine. Everything I touch is by design. Sacred glow, I feel divine. Every drop's a blessed by design. Soap so rich, space so clean. Burning candles while I live my dream. Crystal charge, my spirit's high. Anointed oil, now watch me rise. Not just a scent, it's essential. I stay tapped in with Jamaica essentials. Oils crafted by moonlight's kiss. Protection in every little drip. From the root to the crown I rise. Ancestral hands all in this vibe. No mass made, this is hand poured. Every scent opens up a door. From conjure to calm, from shadow to light. Shimaka keeps my soul alive. Not just a scent, it's essential. I stay tapped in with Jamaica essentials. Gotta stay tapped in with Jamaica essentials.
Welcome back. Please make sure that you stop by my online store on Etsy.com for all of your spiritual needs and more. Shamaka Essentials, House of Blessings. We here, and we're wrapping this up today in power. How do you trust what you see? This part right here, this is where most people fumble. You saw it, you felt it, that nudge, that pause, that whisper, telling you, nah, don't go there. Or, yup, that's yours. But then you override it. Your phone, a friend. You poll the group chat. You talk yourself out of it. You let logic drown out your lens. And when the mess hits, you're mad at yourself for what you already knew. Been there. Third eye season, it's about learning to trust your own seeing again. Not after 100 confirmations. Not after spirit gonna kick 3 times, knock 3 times, break a plate and send you a sign on a billboard. But the first time, the first flicker of knowing, the first pause in your chest, the first side eye from your spirit. Let's be clear, this isn't always about catching snakes. Sometimes it's about seeing your next, seeing what's possible. Where your name been sitting on blessings that only needed you to say yes without fear. This is about what's right for you. That kind of clarity. Whew, and that changes everything. But you got to practice. You got to prove to your own spirit that when it speaks, you listen. You don't just hear it, you move. Even if you're upset and nervous. Even if it don't make sense to nobody but you. Even if you can't explain it yet. That's how trust builds. That's how the channel stays open. When you ignore what you know, your third eye don't stop talking. It just gets quieter. If you ignore it long enough, your life starts feeling loud and directionless. You keep asking for clarity when what you really need is courage. Start small. Check in with your body after decisions. Does your chest loosen up or does it tighten? I already told you before, keep a proof journal. if you need to. Log every time you followed your gut and worked out, and that ain't corny. That's confirmation. When you mess up, and you will, don't spiral. I saw that wrong. Let me sit with it, clean it up, and do better next time. Humility don't block your third eye, it polishes it. That's the real unlock. Once your third eye knows you trust it, it stops whispering and starts declaring. That's when you step into your real power. The kind that ain't for show, but for survival. And lastly, this is where most people back out. Living in the season of sight. Because it's no longer a moment, it's a lifestyle. Third eye season isn't something you dip in and out like a cute little trend. It's a whole shift in how you move, how you listen, respond. It's how you walk through a room without second guessing if you belong there. Your spirit already told you what's yours. Living in this season means you stop outsourcing your wisdom. You don't wait for folks to co-sign what your spirit already confirmed. You trust the tug. You walk with your inner compass loud and clear, even when it don't make sense to nobody but you. That's grown folk spirituality. You stop asking for directions from people who never left a cul-de-sac of their own vehicle. You start building routines that protect your clarity. You water your own intuition like a garden, not a microwave. Every morning you ask, what's mine today? And you carry that, only that, nothing else, nothing extra. You bless your home different. It's not about the decor, it's about the energy. You sweep with intention. You let light in on purpose. You place water on your altar and speak to your people like they're in the next room because spiritually they are. You clean your mirror and say, let me see clearly today, no matter what it costs. You keep receipts to remember. You write down the nudges. You follow and see how they pan out. Build your own archive of clarity. Because the world gaslights people like you into doubting what you already know. Your journal, that's the transcript of your own inner courtroom. And baby, the evidence is heavy. You rest on purpose. You shut it down before you burn out. Stop doing spiritual labor for people who won't even drink water or sit still. Stop translating your gut feelings into pretty language just to be digestible. You say it how it landed. You say no with your chest and not a fake smile. You say yes with reverence, not obligation. You don't tap in when it's convenient. You live tuned in. You need your soul to stay rooted. Protect your access. Everybody don't get the behind the eyes view. Some people only get the voicemail. You tighten up your spiritual hygiene. You don't channel for folks out of guilt. You don't play medium for drama. You don't decode dreams for people who treat you like a novelty. You're not entertainment. You're a vessel, so act like it. And you walk away when it's time, out of clarity. Your vision got cleaner. Your peace got louder. Your lessons grew teeth. And your third eye, it's not blinking anymore. It's wide, it's alert, it's tired of reruns. So now what? You live it. You build the life your spirit don't have to scream through. You show up honest. You move with grace that's earned, not borrowed. Let your gifts breathe. You clean the lens daily. And when people ask what changed, you just smile and say, I finally started listening. And that right there is third eye season. Just truth, clarity, protection, and movement. That's realer than anything that an algorithm could ever serve you. Eyes open. Game on. Ashe and deep bow to you. You have gotten through so much. I'm so proud of y'all. I really, really am. I wasn't keeping you long because this was the power wrap up. Remember, you can come back and listen to these messages at any given time to empower yourself, to get an exercise, to just talk to yourself, just to brush up a little bit. Okay? All right. It's been a pleasure. And once again, deep bow to Ms. Parker for allowing me to bring this third eye season to you. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to her at Ms. Parker and Ms. Parker on YouTube and all other streaming platforms. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Yo, just pulled up to the Love Palace. Ain't no cap here, just facts and feels. D and Kel's on the mic. We talking ships, all kinds. Pull up and unpack. Just enjoy. Friendships that held me down through the struggle. Companions who dipped when I stepped out the bubble. Family ties that tug, some tight, some frayed. But we lay it all out, let the truth get played. No judgment, just lessons on velvet chairs. We speak from the gut, raw love, stripped bare. Got a steed, got that glow like sage in the wind. Queen Clothes hit the mic, truth spilling again.
Ships, we talking, we walking. No filters, just real. Love Palace, the spot where your soul can heal. All them ties, all those vibes, we ain't letting them drown. We lift ships up, never tear them down. Steps off, baby. This ain't just a vibe, it's a sanctuary. You just walked into the Love Palace. Welcome to a daily dose of D. Wrap yourself in satin, truth. This love ain't rushed, it's velvet smooth. Silk on your spirit, rose in your mouth. Let me show you what healing's really about. Ooh, she don't play with pleasure, nah. Only pours it where it's earned. Let it burn slow. A daily dose of D. Let the love run deep and free. One touch and you'll believe. She's the calm, she's the heat, she's the peace you need. Here in the Love Palace, where even broken ships sail smooth. Anchored down, baby, daily dose of D. Your prescription to feel seen. No refills, just show up and
This is not survival, this is return. You feel that? Yeah. home. Welcome to conversations that protect. Welcome to the blueprint. Welcome to the war room. Welcome to the rebirth. Welcome to the moment you finally say yes for real. Welcome to your journey home. We don't speak to perform, we speak to prepare. We don't hand out hope, we hand down prayers. Every word's a bomb, a blade, a blanket. This is soul armor in songs. Coming close, baby. We got you. That ache you carry, it's just your ancestors waking up in your chest. This is the welcome home. Long overdue. Breathe in the ashes, that's where you begin. The girl you were, she blessed the fire. The woman you becoming, she walks through it in gold. This is your shedding, this is your stretch, this is your return. You whispered yes, and the universe cracked wide open. No more maybe, no more delay. You said yes for real. Now spirit can move through you unapologetically.